Hey everybody, it's Seeker, and today we have an awesome video lined up for you today. This video is going to be answering a very specific question, and we're going to try and answer that question by calling around a bunch of local coin shops and seeing what they have to say. So this question specifically is, if silver were to hit $100 an ounce, would you still buy it? And I want to see what some coin shops have to say with that, because there's a lot of people that believe that silver will hit $100 an ounce, and some people believe it will be very soon. Now, of course, myself, I've argued against it. I believe that silver will hit 100 only through inflation and won't actually be worth what $100 is worth today. But it would be interesting to see if I was wrong and it did hit $100, say next year, who would buy it. So let's get on the phone and call some coin shops and see what they have to say. But really quick, guys, if you like videos like this, if you're new here, don't forget to go down below and make sure you are subscribed. It really helps me out, and it's 100% free. Now, with that said, let's get into it. Okay, so we have our first coin shop queued up and ready to go. Let's give them a call and ask that question and see what they have to say.
Help you.
Hey, you guys buy silver, right?
Yep, we do.
Can I ask you just a theoretical question? There's a lot of people that think silver's going to go up really high. Let's say silver were to hit $100 an ounce. Where would I sell it? Would you guys still buy that?
Yeah, we would still buy it. I have no idea. I'm sure we'd be a little under spot, and it would really depend on the demand and stuff. But yeah, we'd still be a buyer for it, though.
Awesome. Hey, I really appreciate it. It's just a question I had because, you know, I just keep thinking, man, if it gets that high, who's going to take it off your hands, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, no problem.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay, well, shop number one said yes. He said he might be a little under spot, depends on where demand's at, but they would still be buying silver even at $100 an ounce. So a very good start, but we can't just listen to one. Let's call some more and see what they have to say as well. Hey, I got a question. You guys buy silver, right?
Yep.
All right, so this is just a theoretical question. If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. But there's a lot of people that say silver is going to go to over $100 an ounce. If that actually happened, would places like you still buy it?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Gotcha.
That would, it would kind of cross that bridge when we get to it.
Right, and I understand it's theoretical. You can't say, specifically, oh yeah, absolutely bring it in. But I just, it's the question, it really think about it is like, if it really gets there, where would I go to sell it? You know what I mean? What would be the point of having the silver if I can't get rid of it if it hits that high?
Right, yeah. Good question, for sure.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Okay, well, shop number two straight up said, you know what, we're not that sure. We'll have to cross the bridge when we get there. So I wanted to make sure that they understood, it's a theoretical question. A shop's not going to be able to say, oh, absolutely, bring it in when it hits there, because things may change between now and then. So shop number one, straight up said yes. Shop number two, not sure. We'll burn that bridge if we get there. All right, well, we have more to call, so here we go. Hey, I got a couple of questions. You guys buy silver, right?
Sometimes, it depends on what it is.
Gotcha. Well, it's more of a general question. There's a lot of people that talk about silver going really high, like over $100 an ounce. And so, if you don't mind answering, if that were to happen, would places like you still buy it? Like, where could I sell it if that happens?
Oh yeah, there people are always going to buy it.
Even
I'd hate if it ever gets that high. I'd hate to be that high, because that means everything else is going to be expensive too. Gas might be $10 a gallon, or that. If it gets that high, that means things are really bad.
Right. So
I hope it never gets that high.
So you don't think silver would ever go that high, and then other things be normal, is what you're saying?
That's exactly right. Yeah. The highest I've ever seen, it got close to 50 before.
Gotcha.
And but that's the highest. I think that's probably the highest that's ever been in history.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Lord, if it went to 100, man, things would be awful.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, because that's kind of a thing that keeps up the economy pretty good. This paper money we got right now, it's just kind of one-sided. You can see the inflation right now, but the silver and gold kind of go up with everything. But the dollar stays the same.
Gotcha.
Or actually, less purchasing power. So Yeah, but it's a possibility, but things will be really bad if it does.
Huh. All right, man. That's some good insight. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for calling.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, so coin shop number 3 definitely is kind of on the same page I am. It's not that I don't think that silver's ever going to get $100 an ounce, like I said at the beginning of the video. It's just that I believe that if silver ever gets there, it's not going to be because $100 is worth, or silver's worth $100 of today's money, but it's going to be because the $100 bill lowered in value so much that now it takes $100 to buy an ounce of silver. So very insightful that we've talked to the 3 shops that we've talked to, and that guy, he didn't specifically say he would, but he said, oh yes, there would definitely be people buying it. So something that's kind of what we wanted to hear. So let's call some more. We'll get some more information from some other shops and see what they have to say as well.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I just have a couple questions if you're not too busy.
Sure.
Do you guys buy silver?
Silver what?
Just like silver rounds.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So the other question I have is, it's more of a theoretical question. There's a lot of people that talk about silver going to $100 an ounce and more. If that happened, would places like you buy it? Would you guys buy it at 100?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
As long as there's a market to be able to resell it, we'll continue buying it.
Gotcha, no matter what the price is. Okay.
No matter what the price.
Do you think that's a thing that could happen at getting to $100?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say for sure. There's a lot of speculation that it would go to the $60, $70 range.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, just, reading online and stuff like that, you hear so many wild numbers thrown out, and, the question is just, where would I take it?
And that's it. There's a lot of wild numbers, but still, I mean, as long as people are buying it, we'll keep buying it too.
Awesome.
To resell it.
Cool. Well, that answers my question. It makes me feel better. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. So coin shop number 4, I asked a third question. If you heard, I just wanted to hear what his thoughts are. If he thought it was going to go to $100 an ounce, and you heard his answer. And the reason I decided to even ask that was because shop number 3, offered so much extra information, which I really enjoyed hearing. So very cool. We've had some very friendly shops with some really cool answers. So let's do at least one more, and then after that, we'll do a quick wrap up. So let's find one more shop, and here we go. Yeah, can I just ask a couple questions if you're not too busy?
Sure.
I'm just curious. You guys buy silver?
We do.
All right. So, there's a lot of people online that say silver is going to go up to $100 an ounce or more. And I just worry, if it gets there, would places like yours still buy it? Where would I be able to sell it if that happened?
Sure, we'll still buy it at any price it gets to, but I don't believe it ever happened. But anyway.
You don't think it will?
I still will buy it.
Gotcha.
No, but I've been in it for a long time, so I've been doing this for 50 years. So I've been in it when it's been $50. I wish it would go to 100. But I would buy it no matter what the price is.
I bet a lot of people wish it would go up that high, but I was just worried, what happens if it gets there? Who would I sell it to? It wouldn't be worth anything.
No, there'll be people to buy it.
Awesome.
No matter what the price is.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you answering the question.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that is our 5th and final shop, as you could say. Our C, he said absolutely he would still buy it, no matter what it gets to. But he did say he doesn't think it's going to get to $100 an ounce, and said he's been in it for a very long time as well. So it was nice to get the insight from those 5 shops. And I think ultimately what we figured out is it's not going to be very hard to sell it even at $100 an ounce, at least theoretically. As one shop said, as long as there's the demand for it, which if it hits $100 an ounce, there very well may be a good demand for it, then why wouldn't they buy it? Because they'd be able to turn around and resell it themselves. Now, we've done other videos in the past where we've called around other shops and see what they would buy gold and silver for at current market. And, we've gotten mixed results as to what the premiums they would buy or how much back a spot, depending on what the market is. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to worry about being stuck with your silver if, for some reason, it does actually hit that number. But there you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, if you learned anything, or if you just enjoyed the video in general, do me a favor. Make sure you're subscribed. It really helps me out. It helps support the channel. It's 100% free. Don't forget to hit that like button for some YouTube algorithm food. It helps YouTube recommend this video to others. And we'll see you next time.